Nam-myoho-renge-kyo, 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 Nam-myoho-renge-kyo.
Hi, I'm Margaret, and this is the website where we take Buddhist philosophy and practice and apply it to the problems and issues and concerns of everyday life. So this time, we're going to be talking about a topic called, have you fallen into fundamental darkness? According to Daisaku Ikeda in the Clear Mirror Guidance, he says, quote, understanding the subtle workings of one's mind is the key to faith and to attaining Buddhahood in this lifetime. When chanting for a goal, we all know that we enter into a spiritual struggle with ourselves. We've been taught that we have an enlightened Buddha nature, but we have another side as well, fundamental darkness, or ignorance of the fact that we have the Buddha nature. And when we have fallen into fundamental darkness, we aren't aware and don't believe that we have the Buddha nature. We feel disconnected and alone. And it happens to everybody from time to time, so you're not alone in this. We also know and have experienced that when we believe we have the Buddha nature and chant with courage and strength, we can win over our obstacles. So it's important to learn to recognize as quickly as possible when we're being blinded by fundamental darkness so that we can pull ourselves out of the abyss. As Ikeda says, the mind of faith is extremely important. The mind of faith has a subtle and far-reaching influence. To me, this means that our state of mind and heart, while we're thinking, what we're thinking and feeling while we chant for a goal, is going to impact what happens with that goal. He continues, quote, if you practice reluctantly with a sense it's a waste of time, disbelief and complaints erode your good fortune. If you continue to practice this way, you will not experience remarkable benefits. If you practice faith while doubting its effects, you will get results that are at best unsatisfactory. This is the reflection of your own weak faith on the mirror of the cosmos. On the other hand, if you stand up with strong confidence, you'll accrue limitless blessings. Now, looking at your own practice, are you getting the results you've been hoping for? Or are you disappointed by the results that you've achieved? Sometimes results are mixed. You might do fine with one goal you've started, but you've stalled and there's no forward movement. But with another goal, you're so successful that you manifest the results that you want. If you aren't being successful in achieving your goals, it's time to look at some of those subtle influences arising from your state of mind. When you bring these influences into awareness, then you can deal with them to bring them into alignment with what you want to do. So we want to look at some questions to consider if you're finding that you're not getting the results that you really want from your practice, to determine whether you've fallen into fundamental darkness. Number one, am I reluctant to chant, or am I chanting with joy? 2, am I chanting feeling as though I'm wasting my time, or am I confident I can manifest what I want? 3, am I unsure that I can achieve my goal, or am I sure I can achieve it? 4, do I have lots of doubts about the practice? 5, am I focusing on what isn't working, the obstacles, and am I frightened by them? Or am I confident and focusing on the end result? 6, do I feel disconnected and alone, or connected and supported? 7, do I feel as though I'm stagnating or moving forward? 8, do I feel like backing off and giving up, or am I determined to move forward? 9, do I secretly believe I've been controlled by outside forces? If you answered yes to the left half of these questions before the or, you've fallen into fundamental darkness. Doubts, disbelief, feeling as though the practice is a waste of time are all part of your state of mind that's being projected to the universe, and more importantly, is being reflected back to you. So what do we do? Well, we're going to need to climb out of fundamental darkness and then build our faith. The first step is to recognize that you've actually fallen into fundamental darkness, because we tend not to realize it when it's happened. And once you realize this, then the second step is to strengthen your faith so that you can be confident that you have the strength to overcome any obstacle. In order to do that, remember, you are one with the mystic law at your core, which governs the life of the universe. Chant with the conviction that you're one with the mystic law. This will allow you to fuse your life with the law itself, so you can bring the wisdom of your Buddha nature out to address the problem you're dealing with. If you've set a goal that's overwhelming, chant about the first step. This might bring it down to a bite-sized step that's more believable. Read a paragraph or two a day of the writings. The more you study, the conviction that you really do have that connection with the mystic law becomes stronger. On a daily basis, you're reminded of the Buddhist concepts that we're working with, which are so different from what we're taught in our culture. Then make your next goal a step rather than a giant leap. In this way, achieving your goals one after another, you can build faith one step at a time. And listen to your support system, to the experiences of long-term practitioners. They will show you how they use the practice to overcome obstacles and will give you the confidence that you can do it too. Finally, teach others to the best of your ability. Making efforts for the happiness of others creates profound effects in our own lives, enabling us to overcome the negativity and fundamental darkness in our lives to become unshakably happy. So in summary, today we discussed how to recognize when you have fallen into fundamental darkness, and then we talked about the steps you can take to build faith. Here are some related URLs, which I think will add to this whole discussion. The first one is, why is it important to have faith in the Gohanzen? The second, know the warning signs you're battling fundamental darkness. And third, do you know why your thoughts are so important? Now I have a question for you. Would you have other questions that you would like to ask to determine if someone has fallen into fundamental darkness? If so, send them to me, and I'll include them in the new ebook I'm writing, exploring what makes our practice work and what hinders it. If you'd like to see the current table of contents and have some input as to what further you'd like to see, I've included it as a download. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.